Let's go to Taylor Talk, Ike. Video footage courtesy of NFL Game Pass. Minute left in the fourth quarter. Steelers leading 19-14. And at the Cleveland Browns 37-yard line, Browns have an 8-man front here. And the Steelers turn to their rookie first-round draft pick, Najee Harris, on this play. Ike, what did you see here as the Steelers handed the ball to Harris and he burst it for a 37-yard touchdown to seal the game? But what did you see here on this play?
Yeah, so before we run a play, man, we call this an elephant package on defense, meaning all our big defense alignment because of the personnel size on, you got an extra lineman. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, you got 2 tight ends and you got a big receiver, and Chase all sitting down that line of scrimmage. So the mentality and the mindset is, y'all know what we about to do. Yeah, we do know what y'all about to do. We about to run the ball on your ass. That's exactly what we about to do. It's 32. We've been listening to this Bleav in Steelers podcast, and Ike and Mark been saying, can y'all run the damn ball? So we're going to run the ball on your ass on this 32. But getting to this personnel package, man, on both sides, it's an elephant package. When you think of elephant, even if you don't know football, you think of big. So it's the big boys on big boys. It's the mindset versus the mindset. It's, man, I'm going to get this first down. Hopefully you can stop. You won't stop me. And on the defensive side, it's like, man, I wish you would try to run this ball in our defense. But in this was a crucial play, and that's what I like about the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. It's bringing it back with the old school, man, smash mouth kind of football. And I'm glad Seven wanted to go under center and let his little hot, running stud and Najee run the ball because he was in the zone last night himself, So if we can just run this play, and that's what I like about this play, man, it's getting back to that old school. It's getting back to, but we're going to pause it right here. And the reason why we're going to pause it right there, you see up top, the other white. See, if we can, we're going to try to get all white brothers to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We got 2. We're working on 3. We got to have season-ending surgery, but we're going to see if we get them in the offseason. So y'all can just name us a Steeler White crew. That's what we going. Because like Coach C said, you can't have enough whites on your roster. But anyway, getting back to 44-man White, our fullback, he pulls, and this is what he does well. He blocks, and we call this a 2-for-1. So it's one guy blocking 2 guys. And when I'm looking at Newsom, if you just check it out from the top, Newsom always has to make the outside or inside linebacker right. So you always got to play at least 2 or 3 yards off of the inside or outside linebacker. So wherever he goes, you go opposite. So we call that gap sound. And what it seems like right now is the Cleveland Browns are not gap sound. You got 2 guys in one gap, and that's Coach DeBoer say that's a recipe for disaster. And this is exactly what's going to happen. Now, what I do like about Najee and his patience and his running skills is he wasn't trying to bounce it to the outside. His mind wasn't made up already. He was like, man, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to see what I can find in the hole. And if I see a little crease, I'm going to hit it. That's exactly what he did. Now, for me, and coming off this play, that shuffle, and his lateral movement not being so quick but very subtle, it reminded me of a Le'Veon Bell, Mark. When I saw him shuffle, then he hit the hole, I said, man, that's a little piece out of Le'Veon Bell repertoire. He's just bigger, stronger, and faster than Le'Veon. That's what I see out of him. But once he hits this hole, and this is crucial, this is a 3rd and 2, and it's like you say, Mark, this kind of sealed the game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, Ms. Courtney, can we let this play run?
And as it runs to, it's not just Watt making the key block, it's off the edge is Harris breaks free, and he's blocking former first-round pick Jadeveon Clowney. But like you said, Ike, both Jadeveon Clowney and Greg Newsom II, both first-round picks, get
Correct.
Caught in the wash because of the block by Derek Watt, which springs Najee Harris for the touchdown. We'll pause it again here.
I want to talk about this stride length, and I train people, and I always look at, man, why are guys running past and faster than everybody else? So if you can just look at Najee's stride length, his heels ain't touching the ground. If you can just look at his stride, he got a nice Olympic stride when it comes down to running. Now, regardless of how fast you are, whether you're a little guy or a big guy, once your heel hit the ground, you kind of start decelerating as a runner. But the fact Najee, at his size, at his build, in the position he plays, has the stride, not only has the stride, but his heels isn't hitting the ground as a runner. That's very impressive to me. So we like to call that, as athletes, that bounce. So he got that bounce when he hit the ground. So every time he hit the ground, man, he's gaining yards. He's opening his stride, and he's going to leave a lot of people in the dirt once he gets the ball rolling, once he gets into his rhythm. So, man, shout out to Najee, the Pittsburgh Steelers. A great 37-yard run by Najee. I'm so glad he went north and south and stopped going east to west. And we're getting back to that smash mouth Pittsburgh Steelers football. But man, if you just look at taking this picture. So every time you run and your heels don't hit the ground, you're gaining ground in faster time.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ike. 2 30-yard runs by Harris tonight, and both were long runs for the Steelers this season. They hadn't had a run of at least 30 yards before these two plays, and they both came. I knew it was the Steelers' night when Najee had not one but two. And I'll tell you what, too, Ike, a lot of people said that, Najee should have gone down. He should have gone down. How many fantasy football championships did this run swing? Because he got into the paint, he gets into the end zone, and he scores 6 and puts the game away for the Steelers. Can't help but wonder if this had major fantasy football implications, the fact that he scored on this run.
Man, I'm definitely not worried. As a player, I'm not worried about no fantasy football. I'm trying to score the damn ball. Like I know in the offseason, man, the front office and the coaching staff, they're gonna try to pick on everything I didn't do. So why the hell, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get these goddamn yards and I'm gonna get this touchdown. So when it's my time to get this goddamn contract, man, that resume say a 30-something touchdowns in 3 years. 4,000 yards. Over 4,000 yards and blase. Yeah, this I'm thinking as an athlete. I'm not getting down. I don't care nothing about that. I'm trying to build my damn resume. So when that contract time come, Mark, man, and I hand it over to my agent, and I'm gonna say, hey, baby, go get that bag. You're gonna be able to go get that bag, man. I'm definitely not. Let that thing, because Nick Chubb did the same thing a couple of years ago. Nick Chubb did the same thing, and we came on here and I said the same exact thing. What I'm saying now. I'll be damned if I'm gonna take a stat off my resume, and I know the front office when it comes down to get paid, they're gonna use that against me. Hell no.
This is why you got to pay your agent extra to say, I purposely dropped that interception so we could get better field position. I can, not paying it at all.
Hell no. You don't pay your agent extra. It's only a 3% anyway. And actually, I'm trying to get down to 1.5 later on in my career. That's what I was getting to 1.5. Like, y'all can be my agent, but they got to be at the 1.5, man. I'm definitely not giving y'all 3%.
Some savvy advice from a 12-year NFL veteran.